Welcome to another video from Gradelink websites. In this tutorial, we'll go through the specific steps that you need to take in order to add a video to a page on your website. The first step is to add your video file to the media library of your website. So you'll first log into the website, then click on Media, click Add Media File, and you can select files or you can drag and drop them into this box with the dotted lines. Once they're uploaded, they'll look something like this. You can upload MP4 files or .mov files. Those are both acceptable formats for videos. So once you have that, you can go to the page that you wish to place the video and click Enable Visual Builder. Once the builder loads up, then what we're going to do is add a video module. And the way you do that, first choose a spot on your website where you can set up a section to place your videos, unless you already have a section in place. But if you're starting from scratch, you can add new section. Then you can select a row. So since I have two videos, I'm going to select the 2-column format, but you can do any of these form layouts if you wish for the row. From there, we would go ahead and we're prompted to insert a module. So we'll choose video module. So I'm typing in VI for video. There we go. And click to add a video module. Now it has a default video in there. So what we want to do is you can either just click on the settings icon, or you could trash the default video there and then click on the plus button. And once you click on that plus button, it'll open up the media library, and you can see all the video files. By default, it only shows you the video files that are present on the site. So we'll go ahead and select one of these videos. In this case, it's a testimonial video that we want to place on the home page, and click on Upload a Video. And there we go. We have the video already there. Next thing to do would be, if you want to place another video, click on that little gray plus button. Again, place a video module. And then last time we clicked on the trash can, we can also just click on the settings icon here, and it'll do the same thing. And we'll select this this other video. This is an MP4 video. So again, either format is acceptable. Now these videos are appearing rather large, so what we could do is we can actually adjust the sizing of the row. So to do that, we'll hover over the row, click on the settings icon to get row settings, click on design, click on sizing, and then what we can do is make the width 100%, but the max width we can reduce to 60%. And again, as you can see, that makes things a little bit smaller, make it even smaller. Perhaps we want to just do 40% to make it a little bit less terrifyingly big. So now I'm just reducing some of this padding here. And there we have it. We have two nicely formatted videos. If you wish, you can click on the settings icon here, and you can put in an overlay, possibly generate from the video, although this doesn't always work. If you want, you can just put this is something that we typically do. You could take a screenshot of part of the video and use it as an overlay, or you could create a custom photo and use it as an overlay. So an overlay is just going to be something that before the video starts playing, it's a static photo that shows up. Now I'm going to upload my screenshot that I just took as a video overlay. So there's the screenshot. I'm going to click upload an image. And then what we can do, what you can see what happens here is now we have that nice play button here that we can use. That way people know immediately that it's a video and that they can click on play and it'll start playing the video. Just makes for a better user experience. So I'll do the same thing for here. I took a screenshot of the second video, just one of whatever's showing up, and then click on settings, click on the overlay, click add image. I'm going to upload my screenshot, and Once that loads up, then we'll click on upload an image, click on the green check mark, and voila, we now have 2 videos with overlays and the nice big white play button. And we're going to go ahead and click on the purple button, click on the save button to save and publish our changes. If we exit the visual builder, then we can see what it looks like live on the site. There we go. And both of them work perfectly. Now the only other thing is we may want to put a title that says testimonials. So if you want to do that, you can just duplicate an existing section and then maybe another row and move this text box into the row. And we could call this testimonials, or perhaps parent testimonials. And reduce the padding a bit. And there we have it. Now we have a nice parent testimonial section on the home page of the site. That's all there is to it. If you have further questions, please reach out to Gradelink website support.